Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. You may note a little bit of a theme this morning on the Mountain Morning Show. We started talking a little bit about Halloween candy earlier, and we'll be talking with an orthodontist later. And we're also talking about dental care right now and a little bit about Halloween candy too. And that is when the People's Health Clinic joins us. I've got Shelley Marshall, who's the development director, and also with her Marielle Pariseau, who is the oral health educator. Welcome both of you to the show.
Good morning.
It's great to have you here. It is that time of year we start sort of talking about the fun part of Halloween, which is certainly candy. We all like it. Adults, I think, even more than kids, admittedly, let's be honest. But we do need to continue, we've got to consider the other side of that, and that is how we make sure that enjoying all those treats, we're going to take care of our dental care as well. So tell us about some of the events you guys have coming up for that.
Oh my gosh, so many cool things are happening. So the first thing is October 26th, we have a teen sexuality series for mother and daughters. So at Ecker Middle School, you can check it out on our Facebook. It's a full series. There's childcare available, a light dinner. It's a fantastic educational opportunity. So join us there.
Super important for getting some conversations started that otherwise are difficult.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And November 4th, of course, I'm sure you've heard a lot about Live Give. So Live PC, Give PC through the Park City Community Foundation. We're revving up for that. We'll be at Hugo in the morning. We'll be at High West in the afternoon. So please come join us and find out more about the clinic. We're going to have a really fun party that day. And then finally, November 9th, we've decided to do a candy trade. So all those parents out there who are worried about your kids getting cavities from all that Halloween candy, bring them by the clinic. We're located in the heart of Round Valley Drive. We share a building with the Summit County Health Department. Please, please come bring that extra candy that you don't want hanging around, and trade it for a free toothbrush courtesy of Epic Promise through Vail.
That's so terrific. That's such a good idea. And frankly, we always find that we collect more candy than we really probably should have. When we're out trick-or-treating, it's easy to do. People are like, no, here, and hand you a couple more. It's okay. A couple of days of candy, probably enough for most people.
Yeah, I'm already feeling my pancreas.
I know, right? I am too.
Those sugar highs.
Absolutely. Well, so this is a great way. So you bring, now this happens right after Halloween. What are the times again?
Oh, yeah. November 9th, you're welcome to bring in the candy. We're hoping to get a big pile of it and get a great picture of how much junk food's floating around Park City. So it should be a fun day. And of course, Marielle here will be giving out toothbrushes in exchange for all the candy.
And floss.
And floss. That's right.
Let's not forget that, how important that is.
Yes, absolutely. Because when you only brush, you only clean 60% of your teeth.
Yeah.
So you need to floss to get it to 100%.
Because flossing essentially is brushing. It's brushing those places in the middle.
In between. When you think of teeth, they have 5 surfaces each. When you brush the cheek side, the tongue side, and the top side. You don't brush in between.
Indeed.
So you're leaving 2 of the 5 surfaces out. So that's the other 40%.
All right. So it's okay for us to have some treats, right?
It's okay, but there's a few things you need to know. Simple, cheap, actually inexpensive, costless tips is treats between meals are the most dangerous ones. So if you yourself or your kids are going to have treats, pick the ones you prefer and have them as a dessert at the end of the meal. And the reason for that is that we have more saliva going through our mouth as we eat a meal, and the treats as a dessert will cause less damage. And usually we're going to go and brush our teeth after a meal, right?
You should.
Yeah. And floss too.
I noticed that there seems to be, and I want to talk to you about this because I think this is not necessarily a good thing, but I've heard people talking now more about brushing twice a day. And I remember it was brush after every meal. That was always what I was told when I was young. So what is the truth here? What should we be doing it after every meal?
This is what I promote. And the 2 minutes twice a day, it sounds good on an advertisement, but I'm really not sure that this is the best thing to do, because when we look at the statistics of oral diseases in this country and globally, it's extremely high. For preventable diseases, this is not acceptable. When we look globally, 92% of the global population is affected by dental diseases. So is brushing twice a day for 2 minutes working? I don't think so.
I don't either. And it seems that what we should be talking about too, a little bit, in addition to, and you started to allude towards this, is that our dental care has a direct correlation to other health issues.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. There's links to cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, everything. You know, it goes both ways too. Let's say when I was in clinical practice, I would get a patient in my chair and notice that all of a sudden, my goodness, this patient has not had tooth decay for years and years, and now all of a sudden there's 6 cavities in her mouth. I'm going to start asking questions, and sometimes it's an indication of diabetes, type 2 diabetes. So things change in the body, and we can no longer separate oral health from the rest of the body. Everything is connected.
Well, this is where it becomes very important, and part of the care that happens at People's Health Clinic is that often we see, especially when you don't have insurance, people put off getting looked at for things, and they sort of save it all up for one visit, and they might come in and pay for a visit and get looked at by a doctor. But the whole point of People's Health Clinic is to get people to come whenever they need to. Preventative care, right? This is a big part of that.
Yes, yes.
Talk to me about where this fits in.
Well, with the children, they come in on Tuesday afternoons, and we talk about risk, as I said, but what I mainly do with the kids is I brush my teeth with them. And I teach them how to brush properly with a timer, the correct amount of time. And the mother is usually there around, and she's watching, and she's taking notes. And often I see her in the back going like, wow, 2 minutes is a lot longer than I thought it was. So this type of thing happens, and what I see is, as I see those children at high risk coming back 3 months later, guess what? There's very little plaque on their teeth, their gums are pinker, and everything looks much better. I even had little kids in the hallway at the People's Health Clinic the other day. He was not coming to see me, had a visit with the pediatrician, I think, and he saw me in the hallway, and he turned around and came back to me. He says, look, my gums are not bleeding anymore. So, you know, it makes a difference, and the kids need to learn. So this is why I'm also doing a big push to move upstream with prevention and have that happening in the school systems.
Shelley, buy-in is really important. Getting kids to buy into the behaviors that we want to promote, an important part of what we're talking about here.
Absolutely, and I have to give kudos to Marielle here because she does make it fun. My kids actually had a session with her, and afterwards they're getting out their iPhones and turning on their timers, and they're always like, we got to make sure we have our timer, Mom. So she makes it very fun, and we have these great dental kits that our patients are getting as well.
Let's talk about this. So how does this fit into it? You guys offer these to people when they come in?
Yes, we do.
Wow.
Yes, we do, and this is part of the Epic Promise that's through a Vail grant. So when people come to the clinic, they get this little gift, as you see, and they also get an age-appropriate toothbrush. So this one is for a child 5 to 7 years of age. So we have 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 5 to 7, and 8 plus. That includes everybody over the age of 8.
Wow.
And there's a little box of floss, and I really like this floss too. And we also have a handful of gum, and I'd like to take a moment to talk about this for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's a well-kept secret is xylitol.
That's right.
Xylitol is a natural substance that occurs in the fiber of most vegetables, most fruits, and a lot of plants, and it is known scientifically to reduce the numbers of Streptococcus mutans, the main bacteria that causes tooth decay, cavities.
How about that?
So chewing 1 or 2 pieces of this gum 3 or 4 times a day for only 5 minutes can make a big difference in reducing the numbers of harmful bacteria in the mouth.
Wow.
So this is what they get.
That's impressive.
As a gift. Yeah.
A good reason to chew some gum.
Yes, but only 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then you throw it away. Like a kid, you know, when the flavor's gone, toss it.
Time to get rid of it.
In the garbage,
yes.
Not on the pavement, please.
That's absolutely right. I love the, you get the cup, you know, the sippy cup and the bowl and the plate, a little bit of everything for, you know, to kind of think about when you're eating your meal, think about eating healthy.
It's a really cute design too.
Right start. It's really cute.
Really, really nice.
This is excellent. Well,
Yeah.
thanks to Epic Promise for that. That is
Yes.
that's excellent.
Yes,
So the
absolutely.
days that, again, that you see people, tell me about
I'm
that
at the
again.
clinic every Tuesday afternoon,
Okay.
and then I take care of pregnant women 2 Wednesdays a month. So the first and third Wednesday. I'm going to the clinic after here.
Right after this.
Yeah.
So that's an important, another important thing that you do, the prenatal care, super to get in on this early.
Yes, yes, because the woman in the family has the most influence on the trajectory of the oral health of her
Okay.
children. And it starts with her, because most people don't know that babies are born without the bacteria that cause tooth decay. They acquire these bacteria
From the adult.
others, mostly from the mother.
That's right.
So it starts with mom. So this is what we talk about when I see the pregnant women, and I assess their level of risk. And then I share with them tips and tricks that they can use at home every day to reduce their risk, to reduce their bacterial count in the mouth, so that by the time the child is born, the baby is born, things go better.
Excellent. Marielle, thank you so much. It's great
Well,
stuff you're
thank you.
doing.
It's a pleasure.
Again, she's got to get to work right now to do some of it, so we're going to wrap things up. But I want to thank you also for the events that you have coming up again. The mother-daughter event.
Yes, the Teen Sexuality,
Sexuality,
Series.
when is that?
October 26th,
Okay.
Ecker Hill Middle School. Check out our Facebook page for that. We'll have all the content there, information about how to go. We also have our Live PC Give PC on November 4th. Super
Right.
stoked about that. Big party day. And then November 9th, please come see Marielle and all of our staff. We're going to be hoarding your candy in our
That's right.
kitchen, hiding in the bag and brushing our teeth after.
We'll
sounds
give
like
you
a good
a
idea.
toothbrush and floss
And we
for
do
your candies.
have exciting news. You can actually find this gum, this xylitol gum, at Whole Foods. And we
Yes.
are very fortunate that they have agreed to donate your bag credits to People's Health Clinic starting from now till January. So please say thank you to Whole Foods for us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
And
Well,
Whole
good work.
Foods, if I can add, Whole
Yeah.
Foods also has other products with xylitol in it.
Yeah.
So really important.
Definitely a benefit there.
Yeah.
An easy one.
Yeah.
One that doesn't even see, it's
That's
fun.
right.
You
and
chew
it
some
tastes
gum.
great. It tastes great. You can have a mint or chew some gum,
Right.
and it tastes great, and it helps.
An alternative to so many other things we could do.
That's right.
All right,
Absolutely.
ladies, thank you so very much.
Nice
It's
to
the
see you.
People's Health Clinic. They're looking out for your health. They're looking out for the health of our whole community. It's the People's Health Clinic. Lots more coming up here on the Mountain Morning Show right after these messages. This is Park City Television.